Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, GCW, JCW versus the World 2024, part of the GCW Collective. I know I went out of order on some of these shows, but kind of got to where I was watching some of them out of order. So I still have both Manias to watch. I still have Ring of Honor to watch. Still have Effie's Big Gay Brunch, GCW versus Toshi Pro, the Toshi Pro Show, Spring Break 8 for the culture. So definitely those will get finished up today and tomorrow. Everything will be reviewed. I'm going to review by Monday night from whatever videos are up when Raw starts. That's it. Raw will be the last one. I should be able to get them all up though. And then the best of the collective, which will be fun. It's been a great weekend. WrestleMania weekend's always crazy. Finish it all up tomorrow for the WrestleMania Monday Night Raw. And then we will move on. Alright. So, first match on this card was Jordan Oliver versus Alec Blanc. Great high-flying match. You know these guys are tired. They've all wrestled multiple shows. Jordan Oliver did a avalanche acid bomb to end this match. It was a great high-flying match. I ended up giving it 3.5 with Jordan Oliver getting the victory. Next up, we had Griffin McCoy versus Session Moth Martinez. This is kind of a weird match. It was kind of a weird dynamic there with Griffin McCoy and Session. I ended up giving it 2 3/4 star with Griffin McCoy getting the victory. And what makes this show a little bit different is because for some reason on Thriller TV it cut off toward the end. So I had to wait a couple days to be able to watch the replay to finish it up. There's a 6-man tag, there was a 7-on-7 tag match. They cut off like with 10 minutes left in it, and they missed a 4-way. So I don't know what was going on with it. They had to redo it, so that's why it's kind of taking so long to get this up. I will say though, match of the card, match of the night was the JCW Championship champion Masha Slamovich taking on Syuri. 30-minute time limit draw. These two, not even going to say women, wrestlers went out there and just put on a clinic. The funny part was when the match first started, the referee dropped the belt. You know, the referee holds the belt up. Masha hands the belt to the referee and he drops it. I've never seen that before. But these two, both of them are submission-based, grappling, mat wrestling to the nines. Zack Sabre Jr. could have took some notes on what these two women were doing. All kinds of submissions. 30-minute time limit draw. I give it 3 3/4. I loved it. I thought it was great. Next up, we had a 6-man tag match. We had Los Desperados, Arez, Gringo, Loco, Latigo taking on Team Dragon Gate, Dragon Kid, Shun, Skywalker, and YAMATO. Just exactly what you thought it was. A 6-way Lucha Libre style match. 3 3/4 star match. Literally just everybody flying around, hitting these big spots. Not even names for half these moves they were doing. And sometimes, yeah, there's people that don't like this genre of wrestling because it's a move. They're just doing moves to do moves. And then that is the case sometimes. I know for me, when I watch a true Lucha Libre like AAA or CMLL, I have to kind of rein back my ratings going, okay. Now, just like when I watch a WWE match or an AEW match or a Ring of Honor match or, a GCW match, when we just do moves to do moves, okay, let's pull that rating back a little bit. It's just like a death match. I look at different things on those as well than a normal match. So I ended up going 3 3 on this. A lot of high flying, a lot of great moves. The team of Los Desperados, Arez, Gringo, Loco, and Latigo getting the victory. Those are the kind of matches I can just sit there and say, pretty cool. But I also like those house fights from time to time as well. Next up, we had a 6-man tag match. We had the Astronauts, Fuminori, Albi, and Takuya Nomura teaming up with GCW champion Rina Yamashita. She has had this Ultraviolet Championship for quite a long time. Let's see, how long has she had it? She hasn't defended it much lately, so I don't know what's going on with that. If they're looking to get rid of it, or she's been in a lot of multi-man matches here recently. Here it is. She's had it for 603 days. She beat Alex Colon for it back from August of 22. She's had several defenses recently, but yeah, it's like she's just held on to that thing. She's going up against the Gahbage Daddies, Alec Price, called Radrick, the Ready Daddy, and the big man one called Manders. Again, I talk about a lot about styles make fights, and that's what this was. You had the muscle and the power of one called Manders, and then you had the high flying of the Gahbage Daddies. You had the kind of the crazy wrestling of Cole Radrick. You had the astronauts who are all about the high flying. You had the deathmatch ultraviolet queen and Rina Yamashita, and all of that put together ended up giving us a really good match. 3.5 star with the astronauts and Rina Yamashita getting the victory. Next up we had the team GCW JCW taking on the world. So we had representing GCW and JCW Calvin Tankman, who, yeah, he's a big guy, but he dives over the top rope. Trailer Tiger, Marcus Mathers, Speedball Mike Bailey is like his 18th match of the weekend. Mr. Danger, Yaki, Tony Deppen. The world was Ho Ho Yoon, LJ Cleary, Lou Nixon, Mitsuko Watsi, Ricky Knight Jr., RKJ, one of my favorites from the Red Pro in Progress, Shota, and then Yusuke Ito. Just a big old cluster hell 14 people. So this is a cluster match. I ended up giving it 3.5 with Team GCW getting the victory. And then our main event was a 4-way tag match. We had Mayo and Yoshikito taking on Boisterous Behavior, Leon Slater, Man Like Dries, Los Macizos, Syncope, Medio Extremo, and Norman Harris and Robert Drescher. Now, we all know that Yoshihiko is a doll, right? I hope everyone knows this. Norman Harris took Yoshihiko and chucked it like 8 to 9 rows deep in the crowd. It was hilarious. Watch him just throw this wrestling doll. Watching these wrestlers wrestle this doll is rather comical, because the first time I saw it, I'm like, what the hell am I watching? It became comical because they make it work, and some of the good ones, Mayo's one of the good ones, even some people in this match, Leon Slater, Man Like Dries, they made it look actually fairly decent. I ended up giving the match 3.5 star with Mayo, who is the DDT Universal Champion, and Yoshihiko getting the victory. It was a good, fun match. I was expecting a little bit more from it, I think. But I think with Los Macizos, they're kind of hardcore style. The WXW, Robert Drescher and Norman Harris. Boisterous Behavior, I know they're kind of high flyers and stuff. So, but no, it was a good, fun match. 22 minutes, ended giving it 3.5 star. So overall, it was a fun show. The show was on at 11 o'clock at night, midnight. But that is GCW, JCW versus the world. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have this 50-day Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports and content.